Motherboard. The motherboard is a flat board with many circuits and connectors where you put the other computer components on it. It is considered the heart of the computer because it allows electrical current to flow, causing data to connect to all the computer parts. Despite arguably being the most important component, it is usually much cheaper than the rest of the components. CPU. The Central Processing Unit, CPU, or processor, is a small square chip that sits on the motherboard, usually covered by a cooling fan. It's often called the brain of the computer because it handles every single calculation and instruction needed to make everything work. For example, when you type something and the words appear on the screen, open a program, or browse the internet, it's all the CPU's role. Despite its tiny size, the CPU is one of the most expensive and powerful parts of a computer. Graphics card. The graphics card, also called a GPU, is a rectangular board with a large chip in the center, usually covered by a fan to keep it cool. Unlike the CPU, the graphics card is designed to handle graphics and visualization tasks, such as playing video games, video editing, and 3D rendering. Think of it like this. The CPU is the logical thinker, and the GPU is the artistic painter. It is also one of the most expensive components of a computer. However, there's another option called integrated graphics, iGPU. Unlike a dedicated graphics card, the iGPU is built into the CPU and uses the processor's power, which makes it cost-efficient but often weaker in performance. So, when you play heavy games, you usually have to use lower graphics settings to avoid lag. Hard drive. The hard drive is a box-shaped storage device, usually made of metal. It holds all the computer's data, including the operating system, programs, and personal files such as photos and videos. Inside, it has a spinning magnetic disk and a tiny moving arm that reads and writes data. The hard drive can hold lots of data, but it is very slow at accessing it. Therefore, we need RAM to handle this. RAM, or random access memory, is a thin rectangular stick that plugs into the motherboard. It temporarily stores some data from the hard drive so that the CPU can access it more quickly. To make it simple, imagine the hard drive is a garage full of various items, and the RAM is your tool bag. Since you have so many scattered things in your garage, it's going to take some time to search for and grab the tools you need. But if you store them inside your tool bag, you can't store as much, but you can grab the things you need quickly without having to go back and forth. That's how RAM works. One thing you need to remember is that, unlike a hard drive, which stores data permanently, RAM is short-term memory that clears everything once the computer is turned off. SSD. The solid-state drive, SSD, has the same function as a hard drive, but it's faster and more durable because it doesn't use a spinning disk and moving arm. Instead, it uses memory chips. In some computers, it is used together with a hard drive, while in others, the SSD is used alone. It's more expensive than a hard drive, but it has become the standard due to its quality. Cooling fan. Some components, such as the CPU, can become very hot, so we need a cooling fan. It's usually attached to the processor or placed inside the case to push out hot air and bring in cool air, preventing performance slowdowns or damage. Some high-performance setups use liquid cooling as an upgrade for better heat management. Power supply unit. Power supply unit is a rectangular box that converts electricity from your wall outlet into power for all the computer components we talked about. For your information, laptops also have a power supply despite having a battery inside, because they still need portable power management. Wireless card. The wireless card is a small component that allows a computer to connect to Wi-Fi networks without the need for a physical Ethernet cable. If a computer doesn't have a wireless card, it can only connect to the internet through a wired Ethernet connection. Case. The case is the outer shell of the computer that houses and protects all the components we've talked about. The case also plays an important role in cooling, as it has vents or openings that allow airflow and help cool the components. There are different sizes and styles of cases, from compact ones for small builds to larger ones for gaming or high-performance PCs. Oh yeah, before you go, I previously made an awesome video about every major operating system explained, so don't forget to watch it. Okay, don't forget to subscribe.